is going on, everybody? It is your boy Arrows here, and we are here with a deck profile. Why? Because I've been playing Brooms a lot, and I love this. I love this deck. Is it the most competitive deck out there? No. Is it hella fun? Yes. And of course, rocking the Kingdom Hearts shirt when we're talking about Disney, Ravensburger, Kingdom Hearts for Lorcana. Let's go. Go, Sora, Donald, Goofy, Kingdom Hearts attire. Let's go. Anyway, moving on. We have Brooms. This isn't completely completed. I don't actually, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm only running 2 Yen Sids in here, and honestly, I don't know if I'd run more. I know he's a really good card, but honestly, so far in games, I find myself inking him more than anything else. So, but let me know what you think. We're gonna get into the deck profile. We're gonna talk about some of the card choices and some of the other stuff that I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. All right, are you ready? Let's do this. So starting off, we are running 4 copies of Magic Broom Bucket Brigade. This is the first broom that was released in set 1, the first chapter. 2-drop, 2/2, quest for 1, inkable. When it comes into play, I can choose 1 card from my discard pile and shuffle it back into my deck. Really good card. 4 copies of Magic Broom the Big Sweeper. Is a 3-cost, 1/5, quest for 1, clean sweep. While this card's at a location, it gains +2 attack, so it makes it a 3/5, which is really cool. And honestly, a lot of these broom choices are why I'm running something that we're going to get into a little bit in a little bit. 4 copies of Chernobog's Followers. This card is just really good to open with, especially if you're going first. It is a 2/1 quest for 1 inkable, but when it quests, you can banish it to draw a card. One of the biggest issues with Brooms is card draw. There is no A Whole New World in here now, but it is something I am contemplating. So we're just kind of like trying to figure out how to, work that out. Um, 4 copies of Emperor Cusco. Sorry, not Cusco. I'm not Emperor Cusco. Cusco, the Wanted Llama. If you play Lorcana, you play Amethyst, you know what this card does. But if you don't, it's a 2-drop, 1/2, quest for 1. When this card is banished, you get to draw a card. 3 copies of Mickey Mouse, the Wayward Sorcerer. This is the card that you want to be dropping as often as possible. He's a 4-drop, 3/4, quest for 2, but honestly, that's all, and that doesn't matter as much. Animate Broom, you pay 1 less for your Broom characters, so you have 2 of these on the field. You pay 2 less for your Broom characters, and whenever your Brooms are banished in challenges, they get to return back to your hand instead, which is really cool. More Brooms are coming. We're running 3 copies of Magic Broom Aerial Sweeper. 2-drop, 2/3 Steel Broom, quest for 1, and on my turn has Evasive. 3 copies of Magic Broom Illuminary Keeper. I actually want 1 more of these brooms and to take out one of the 3-drop brooms that get a boost from a buff from locations. This card is really, really good. It's a 1-drop, 1/2, quest for 1, and then nice and tidy. Whenever you play another character, you can banish this character to draw a card. Like I said, Brooms does have a small card drawing problem, so we'll see. 3 copies of Magic Broom Industrial Model. Another 3-drop, 2/3, quest for 1, Steel type Broom. When you play this card, a chosen character gains resist +1 for till I start my next turn, so they take 1 less damage from anything that deals damage. I like playing this after we've dropped one of our Wayward Sorcerers, because then you can give that Wayward Sorcerer resist, and it hopefully keeps it alive a little bit, so you can challenge for it. 3 copies of arguably one of the best steel cards in the game, Pete Games. I just lost one of my cards. I didn't. Pete Games Referee. This card is just too good. Just too good. 3-drop, 3/3, quest for 1. Blow the whistle. Whenever when you play Pete, your opponents can't play actions on their next turn. So no songs, no actions. Just a really good card. The questionable play. 2 copies of Yen Sid. And again, like I said, in my testing with the Yen Sids, I find that I'm I find I'm inking them more than anything else. Maybe if I had a third copy, it would fix that, and I'd have one for later. But like, yes, you play him, he gets a card, and yes, if you can pull it off, or you have two brooms, he gets +2. But I don't know. For me personally, I'm just finding a two is really good. A two is working really well so far. I'm obviously open to getting a third one, but just my thoughts. Two copies of Mickey Mouse Playful Sorcerer. I don't know how I feel about this card either. I haven't really gotten it off. I haven't really done a substantial amount of damage with it yet. Of course, my playtesting area is really bad to test this stuff out because my one friend plays Sherwood Forest and tons of Robin Hoods, so everything has ward. Um, but he's a shift 3, so you can shift him onto a Mickey for 3. But I would never shift this onto the Wayward Sorcerer. Resist 1, which is really cool, takes 1 less damage. And then when you play him, you get to deal damage to an opposing chosen character equal to the number of brooms you have on the field. Like, you can do some serious damage with this, especially if you have like a Wayward Sorcerer Mickey out, because you can drop brooms for cheaper. But I don't know. We're still testing it. We're still testing it. Unlike Magic Broom Swift Cleaner, I actually kind of want to put another one of these in. They're really good. They work really well with the Wayward Sorcerer. Um, when you play this character, you may shuffle all brooms from your discard pile back into your deck. Quest for 2, 4/4, has Rush. Really good card. I really like this. It comes up really well with the Mickey. You rush into something, if it gets KO'd, you bounce it back to your hand with the Wayward Sorcerer. So very interesting card. So we're gonna get into our one ofs for our characters. We're running one copy of Magic Broom Dancing Duster. He's a 6/5 if I have a Wayward out. He's okay. It's okay. 3/3 quest for 1. When you play this character, if you control a sorcerer, we have a number of sorcerers in this deck. You can exert a character card, and they don't unexert on your opponent's next turn. So you can do this, exert something, they won't exert. Then on your next turn, you can play the Swift Cleaner and take out that threat. So it's an interesting card. One copy of Magic Broom Brigade Commander. Brigade Commander is another, like, it's okay, but I almost always want to be playing something else. But it's a broom. It's a 5-drop with Wayward out. 2/6, quest for 2, has resist 1, and it gets an additional 1 for every character named Magic Broom I have in play. So if I can get this out and he stays alive, and then I can drop a couple of low cost brooms, he can get really big and he can take stuff out. Or he quests for 2, which is fine. And the tech that I am running, one copy of Merlin Shape Shifter. Because I do a challenge with this deck, because we can challenge with this deck, this card could get really big, especially if we like drop the Rush Broom and we have a couple of the Rush Brooms and we rush into stuff and we bounce them back to our hands. If they get banished, this Merlin can get really, really big. If you do not know, it's a 1/5 inkable, quest for 1. Battle of Wits. Whenever one of your other characters is returned to your hand from play, this character gets +1 lore for the turn. So with the Sorcerer, Wayward Sorcerer out, and you're bouncing stuff with brooms, you're bouncing brooms after challenging, you could get this relatively big and swing for some good damage. So that's the characters. I would like to add in like the foxes and stuff, but I don't really know what to take out and what to put in. So if you guys have suggestions, I would love to hear, like the Mim foxes, maybe like the Merlin rabbits, because this deck does have a draw problem. I would love to know what you guys think. Getting into my actions, I'm running 3 copies of Fire the Cannons. I just really like this card. I'm finding with stuff like Daisy Duck in the format, I'm running these more often in decks because they're cheap. Does 2. You can quest into something you can quest into Daisy, challenge into Daisy to take them off the board a lot quicker. 3 copies of Friends on the Other Side. I actually want to up this to 4. I don't know what I would take out though. Draws 2. Sing. A character of cost 3 or more can exert to sing. Draw 2 cards. 3 copies of Grab Your Sword. Honestly, one of the best steal damage cards in the game right now. It's a 5 cost, uninkable. You can exert a character of 5 or more to sing it for free. Deals 2 damage to everything. Gets around ward. 3 copies of Let the Storm Rage On. Again, 3 cost character can can exert to sing it, deal 2 damage to one target, draw a card. This also works really well in combination with Fire the Cannons. I can drop a 3 cost, I can exert, deal 2 damage to a Daisy. I kind of hate Daisy, only because it has 4. Only because it has 4 willpower. I don't care about any of the effects. And draw a card. 2 copies of And Then Along Came Zeus. 4 cost song, tap a character of 4 to sing it for free, and deal 5 damage to something. Just a really, really good card. Character or location. Really good stuff. And then, speaking of locations, we are running 4 copies of the Sorcerer's Tower. I freaking love this card. So, it is a 3 cost, 7 willpower. It costs 2 to move a character here, but Magic Brooms move here for free. So you can play this, move all your brooms over there, and quest for a big amount of damage, because its other ability is characters here get a +1 lore. So if you move a Yensid here and you have 2 or more brooms, that Yensid is now questing for 4. If you move a broom over here, it's questing for 2. You move Mickey Wayward Sorcerer over here, it's questing for 3. So lots of great questing options with this. In a multiplayer game last night with my friends, I quested for 12 in one turn on this, and it was phenomenal. And then rounding out my locations, we are of course running 2 copies of the Queen's Castle, another great location. Amethyst has like the best locations, hands down. Like, they're so good. 4 cost, only costs 1 to move there, 7 willpower. I gain 2 passive lore at the start of my turn, and if there's a character here at the start of my turn, I get to draw a card. So that is Brooms. Obviously, I have some changes that I would like to make. I would like to swap out one of these brooms and add in another one of these brooms, because early card draw is just really good. This is a 1-drop, so I can play this on the next turn, quest with it, play something else, pop this, draw a card. Really good card. I wouldn't mind adding a couple more of those in there. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about these Mickeys. If I was going to take anything out for foxes, I would take maybe 2 of these Mickeys out, and maybe one of this broom, and put in 3 foxes. But let me know what you guys think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell if you want to be alerted to any of our content that we have going out. I'm trying really hard to get Lorcana reveals out. It's getting a little bit harder because of just how many content creators are revealing and how many reveals we're getting in a day. So I might not do any more reveal videos on here. But if you want to keep up on the Lorcana reveals that are coming out for Azurite Sea, you can follow me on Instagram. Check me out on any of my socials. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Stay safe out there, my friends, and I will see you when I see you. Hopefully you like brooms and you are sweeping away the competition. Have yourselves a great day, and bye.